Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check four. Switch it. Kid, switch it. Check your hot read. Hey, check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, deep tight.
A shotgun snap for Watson, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
You got tight.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip right, rip right. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Great.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, 180. I got one. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles sets up the screen to Lewis. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Easy.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Who that? Put it going down, he's coming. 31. Check 99. Check 93. Still.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That's it, baby.
Telvin Smith on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Drop deep, drop deep.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Check, 47.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Bring it. Hey, 31. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. It's coming this way,
To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. 41's coming, 41's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Texans' 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Receiver. Purple 64. Let's go, great. 10. Let's go.
Here's Foles. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
We go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming. Deuce.
1-1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
Yes. Hey, Foxtrot.
41 Mike. Watch the screen.
Now Lewis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check.
13.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A 19-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Safarian Jenkins has it. 12 yards there and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Listen, 18. March 47. Get the ball. Watch twitch. 25.
Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
I got it. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yes. Under.
55. 6-man. Check curls. Check.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Kill.
One. To go.
A first down carry now for Miller. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Foles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Down to hit.
Now a toss play to Lewis.
They're going to need some
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 180. Tiger, tiger.
Shit.
6-6. Pull it high.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Motion.
Again, it's Lewis. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready.
It's our time.
Now Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
55 to Mike.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Check 3. Check. Fresno.
Hey, silent one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Easy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
47 to left. Check, 47.
Throwing again is Watson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Flat. Hey, Silver.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Foles now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Check, cross.
This is Lewis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
He's checking.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Slam.
What we got?
Chopper!
Motion. Hey, switch gears.
What we got? Here we go.
They'll run with Miller. Miller with a first down and more. Touchdown, Jaguars! Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Nice, sweetheart.
Under.
Foles will look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Texans 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A 3-yard pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Foles flushed out right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight dog, blue draw, Corker.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Foles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They found one.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Rabbit. 36.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Motion, buck. 41.
Here's Foles. is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. On third down, Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from 51 yards for the win. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch twins. Watch twins.
SP4!
First throw in OT for Watson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 47, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.